everyone, it's Catherine here from Chaos Creates. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I'm here to share with you a layout I'm creating for Confessions of a Paper Addict, and I am using this month's free cut file in the Facebook group, which is this Hearty Hearts cut file. And my idea, as you can see, I've just gone ahead and cut it on some white cardstock. I'm using the These Days collection, and in particular this rainbow stripe family ties. I've got a whole bunch of sprays here because my intention is to use this cut file as a stencil. So I've pulled out a piece of white cardstock. This is just a plain white cardstock. It's not gessoed. I'm only going to quickly spray things on, so I'm not going to worry. I'm using some painter's tape here just to hold those pieces of paper together. And I'm kind of mimicking that rainbow stripe, and I pulled out this spray and obviously it's not working. I do go ahead later on and unblock it, but it just doesn't want to work for me. That one is a Heidi Swapp Color Shine in mustard. Now I've got some of these Dina Wakley gloss sprays, and then that one is abandoned coral in the Holts Distress Oxide Spray. As you can see, I'm trying to spray that mustard and it is just not working. But yeah, this one is uh, Aloe, I think, and then this one's mineral. And I do go and mop it up, but I find that, yeah, it's just a little light then, so I do spray it again. Just to get that color. I did wipe off that abandoned coral a little bit more because it is a bit brighter color. I keep trying that mustard and it doesn't want to work. I do go ahead and kind of wash it out and it does work a little bit better. And again, that one's a bit bright, so I'm just dabbing it up a little bit. But as you can see, I have taken that off. It's still sort of drying. I'm just using the Jen Hadfield Gold Glitter Spray just to sprinkle that around, and I do just leave that to dry naturally off camera. While that is drying, I'm going to go ahead and cut off the branding strip here of this rainbow paper. And yeah, I love the colors in this collection. So it was really easy to use, and I really wanted to use this as a border strip or border around my heart stencil that I'd created. So I'm just going ahead and trimming. So I think that's like I'm leaving maybe 10.5 inches sort of inside. So I've got that frame there. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this inner piece to back my photo. So this photo is taken of my partner Ray and son Sebastian. We went for this really lovely hike just in and around the city where we live. So we live in Melbourne, and it's so close to the city, and yet it's like you're, in the bush somewhere, and it was really fun. Those two were sitting there watching. They discovered lizards. There were so many lizards along the way. So yeah, they were just watching the lizard who was sunning themselves on a rock. It was a beautiful, lovely day, and yeah, we just had such a fantastic time. So I'm just going to trim this paper down. I think I'm trimming it down to 11 by 11, so 11 by 11 inches, but just taking an even amount off each of those sides. As you can see there, oh, sorry, I'm going to go ahead and just glue it down. But as you can see, when I bring the sprayed background back, there is a little bit where sort of the paper pulled off from the other sheet, but I'm going to go ahead and cover it up with my photo. So I'm not fussed by it. It was, I could see that it was there, but it's not going to matter in the layout because Seb and Ray are kind of looking in. Oh, I do go ahead and just stitch around the edge. So use my machine there to stitch around the edge. I'm just showing you here how I pull the cottons through. So I just poke my needle through, thread those cottons through, and then pull it to the back. I'm going to go ahead and put some washi tape on there so that it stays down. My machine was playing up, so there's a lot of like kind of loose thread at the back. But anyway, it looks great from the front, so that was fine. So as I'm doing that, I will show you what I mean when I bring my photo in. So see how the two of them are kind of looking in towards the page? That's how I like to create my layout. So, essentially they're going to be looking in towards the page. So it made perfect sense to be able to cover up that mark that I'd made before. So I did put some foam adhesive on the back there. Now I'm going to go ahead and create some different clusters around the page using all of the ephemera. I think I have 2 packs of the floral ephemera in this pack, in this collection, and I might even have 2 packs of the actual ephemera. So I have a lot, plus all the other sort of embellishments. So you do see me kind of just sort of siphon through and pull things out. I have gone ahead and sorted things out a little bit better when I put it away to store it, because yeah, it was just a bit too much. I had some fussy cut florals that I tried, but then I decided to make a cluster out of all these different florals. As you can see, I'm just kind of fussing through, and I've pulled out that floral piece too, the vase that says "Life is Lovely." And I'm going to put that next to the title of "Happy Together," because these two are so happy together, walking around, exploring, checking out the lizards. And I love these little trees, so they're going to become another little cluster down near the photo there. But you will see me sort of siphon through. I want to create something up in that top right hand corner, because um, yeah, because of the way they're looking into the page. As you can see, I'm pulling out all the embellishments, going through, seeing what I can make work. But while I'm sort of fussing through there and going through that, I will let you know that there is lots of things happening in Confessions of a Paper Addict. So make sure you become a member of the Facebook group if you're not already. There's going to be some Black Friday sales coming up, very exciting, towards the end of the month. So make sure you're a member there, so you find out all the latest, news on the specials coming in. And there's so much happening for December, so get ready. I think everyone's getting excited for Christmas. I know I am. The rest of the design teams all getting excited to create and make a wonderful December for you, and a lot of inspiration coming your way. So as you can see, nothing much has changed. I've added a sticker up in the top right hand corner that says "Oh Happy Day," because it really was. Now I'm going through, a fussy cut a whole bunch of these butterflies as well. So I'm just picking out 3 that will work in these different clusters. So just placing those down, I decided in this floral cluster I needed a little bit more sort of foliage. So I'm adding those green pieces there, and then those gorgeous, I don't know what you call them, little flowers. I'm not sure if they're, but yeah, I liked how that was sitting now, because I'm not very confident when it comes to building kind of floral clusters like that. So I was really happy with how that came together. So there's sort of, the clusters are molding into each other, but I feel like there's the one main floral cluster behind the photo. There's those trees with the title of "Happy Together," and then there's a cluster up in the right hand corner. So I've just added that puffy sticker with the tree. I thought it needs something. And then that banner piece that says "Love Grows Here." And I really like that. And I really love these wooden sort of flare buttons, I guess you call them. And so I'm adding them to the 3 different areas of the page as well. And again, looking through the puffy stickers, because these are just so awesome. And I have 2 packets of these, thank goodness, because the little hearts in there are just awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and stick some of this down. I do come in here with some puffy squares and just add, or foam squares I should say, and add that so that the title kind of stands off the page a little bit there. But I do stick most of this down off camera. You didn't need to see me do that. I mainly use some wet adhesive, and that's about it. So like I said, I've got to use these puffy hearts and scatter them around. So I'm putting 3 different colors in the 3 different kind of sections. And that's nearly it for my layout. So like I said, I'll leave the link below to the Facebook group. That's where you'll find this free Heidi Hearts cut file, as well as lots of stuff happening in November for Black Friday as well as December. So make sure you remember there. So I'm just going to sprinkle around this gold glitter spray by Jen Hatfield, and that's about it for my layout. So if you've enjoyed watching this, I'd really like you to subscribe and check out more. I will leave you with some close-ups, but thanks again. Bye.